it takes a lot less prep than you would think, and that's cool. I think that's what makes D&D so special, is that it has a framework, but it's still a game, and it's still storytelling. And that's the cool part about it for me. Greetings, gamers. Thank you for joining me, and welcome to DnDaily 169. Hey, that's kind of funny, and this is, of course, 1 in 20 D&D. I'm Gregory, and we hit a milestone yesterday, as you probably saw from the vlog, 100 subscribers to the channel. Woohoo! Which is cool because now we have our own custom URL. That's right. You can go to youtube.com/c/1 in 20 D&D. That's cool, and it feels awesome, and it's like, you know, progress, which is all what this is about, right? This whole journey for this vlog, and talking about D&D and RPG every day, and sort of mapping the process and the progress through this adventure. Let's call it that, right? So today I had in my mind just one thing. So I mentioned that I'm in the process of writing my first campaign. Well, not campaign, my first one shot, but my first like real serious actual writing it out one shot with everything that should go with it, so that not only can I run it, but then I can also publish it potentially. This is the idea. So I can publish it, and then others can run it as well. And that's exciting, and probably what I'll talk quite a bit about. Well, maybe not every single day, but for a bit here, because I'm in the middle of it, that's what's going to be the topic of the day. So today, this is what we're going to talk about. Prep versus creating. So game prep versus adventure creation. And that's sort of what's been in my mind today. And what happened is I was doing some of the prep and writing and that, and a lot of it is right now going into Evernote so I can organize it, which is awesome. If you don't know about Evernote, it's a simple, super cool program. Here's what's awesome about it. You can use it anywhere. So it like syncs up once you create an account. So you can essentially use it on any web browser. You could put it on your computer. You can put it on your cell phone and so forth, your smartphone or whatever. And so it's really convenient, I think. And I like using it. I've used it for years, literally years and years, and never bothered or imagined using it to really organize my D&D stuff. I've taken notes and just had notes in there just by themselves for like a certain character or something that the adventurers were going to experience or something I needed written out for them. But in this case, I'm putting it all together and I'm organized. So I have like one folder for this one shot, and I'm organizing it. So I'm going to have like, you know, what important notes I need, and then I'm gonna have the NPCs, and I'm gonna have the overview, and you know, the big bad and who they are, and then probably other files of like maybe art that I might want to use or that kind of thing. So it's a really interesting process to be going through, and it occurred to me how different and the same it is simultaneously with prepping for an adventure, because what I'm doing in a sense is like reviewing, at this point anyway, I'm reviewing the important details of what's going to happen in the adventure, you know, in the one shot. And I found that, at least for today, with, you know, again, I'm at the very beginning of this process, but at least for today, I found that it felt really similar to getting ready for a regular game session where I'm like prepping for a session, which really surprised me. Like, hey, that's kind of cool. I guess on a certain level, it's maybe writing an adventure is easier than I thought, but I love writing, so I don't know, maybe. So it was really cool. And I guess what I found most fascinating about it is that I think what I've learned is like when I first started as a DM a couple years ago, which again, I've been playing for ages, and I like dipped my toe into DMing years ago and was totally a failure at all that. But then a couple years ago, about 3 years ago, maybe now-ish, I started actually, maybe probably 2.5, whatever. I started DMing regularly, and I was horrible at it. This is the Kingdom of Agic, which you can go and see some of those adventures. I haven't posted all of them on the channel, but a lot of them are there, and they're pretty good. They're fun, I think. I think we're pretty entertaining and interesting group. We have fun anyway. And I know I've gotten a lot better, like substantially better than how I was at the beginning of running this campaign for my friends. And I'm realizing now that it takes a lot less prep than I thought originally. Like when I first got ready, I always felt either underprepared because I really didn't do much prep at all, thinking like, oh, I'll just wing it. I'll just manage. Or I was like way over prepared in the sense of like, I had too much going on in my head. I was trying to keep track of too many facts or figures or relationships or what have you. And so what I've realized, both in the process of like improving as a DM and starting out this like adventure writing, this one-shot writing process, it takes a lot less prep than you would think, and that's cool. It feels good to me to know that it's okay to just have an overview, because on a certain level you can wing it. Like once everything's set, like once you have the monsters in mind, once you've set up their stat blocks and you've taken care of any, bits of information you need the party to come across or be presented, then you can just let the story unfold. And so that's kind of what I'm going to do in this writing process. I have an idea, I have a framework sort of what is meant to happen and what I expect. And now as I move forward in the writing of this adventure, I'm going to just let it unfold. And I think that's the difference. I think that's what makes D&D so special, is that it has a framework, but it's still a game and it's still storytelling. And that's the cool part about it for me, is like having it unfold as we play the game. I am really enjoying this process. I will keep you, informed and keep you updated as I go through it. Thank you for coming along on this adventure with me. I will keep updating you as it goes by. Keep rolling 20s until I see you at a table someday. Hey, check out one of these videos. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And remember, it's your game. Play your way. I don't know what I'm gonna say, so I'm gonna have to make this a cut. Dang it. Oh, that was almost perfect.